Yo, Charlie, are you sorry? Yo, what is going on, guys? Lottery Stocks here. I tuned into Matt Core's live stream for the last 15-20 minutes, and this was hilarious. Okay, I watched the Fox Business. His reaction was hilarious, and I was literally just sitting in my house just dying of laughter, right? I was just laughing so hard. I want to show this to you guys. If you already seen it, just skip. The timestamp is going to be somewhere. I'm going to put it somewhere on the screen to the AMC Price Prediction. Let's get it.
In driving up GameStop shares 2,700% that month alone, even in the face of huge short positions. Listen.
The report says the media characterized trading in GameStop as an act of rebellion intended to humble short-selling professional investors who had allegedly targeted the stock. What part of 130% of the float being shorted at GameStop is alleged? I mean, that to me is right away skewed.
Well, Liz, people need, I'm not saying you, but maybe you too, you need to understand how markets work. What they said was the conspiracy theory, and this is after tons of analysis, and by the way, Gary Gensler would stop screaming in my ear, but I'm just telling you this, that report shot down every conspiracy theory.
Yeah, but it pumped up the gamification, acting like these retail investors are stupid and they're distracted by shiny objects.
Stop it. I read the thing twice.
So did I have it right here.
Did you read the report?
Okay, now I'm getting yelled at.
Just because you have it right here doesn't mean you read it.
Oh, okay.
One
share of 130% of a float shorted is alleged.
Ooh.
Boing, joining us now live from the Milken Conference in LA, Charlie Gasparino. Monsieur Gasparino.
By the way, did you read the have you read the report yet?
Oh, no, I never read it. Yes, I read it.
But here's where it just totally destroys all the AMC ape conspiracy theories. By the way, I want AMC to thrive. I like Adam Aaron. I think he's been doing a great job. One of the best jobs. But the AMC apes conspiracy theories have been destroyed. And here's how. They think the only way you could short something more than its float, like 135% of its float, is if you operate through dark pools and naked short selling. And this report said there was none of that. That dark pools and naked short selling had nothing to do with this.
Yes, but I didn't argue that point, Charlie. The point that I argued was that the actual report.
No, this is what you said.
You're very rude.
No, but you said. No, but here's what you said. You said that I don't know how you could short something more than its float, but it's called common sense.
I know, but Charlie, I'll end with this because I know you've got some news. I'll end with this because I know you've got some new breaking news. But here's one Twitter follower who said to me, Charlie tried to tell you, Liz, that you don't know how to play poker, and yet somehow you raked all the chips over to your side of the table. Okay, go on with your news.
What does that guy speak the English language or write the English language?
Go on.
English is his second language.
I can't.
We do have decent breaking news on the Bitcoin ETF. Here's what we're hearing, Liz, that this is going to be a tough sell to retail investors. And one of the reasons why is that the big brokerage firms, Morgan Stanley in particular, from what we understand, are putting restrictions on brokers actually selling the Bitcoin futures ETF to their small investor clients. Well, we understand if you're a broker at Morgan Stanley, and the brokers at Morgan Stanley have been getting inundated, what we understand, even Merrill Lynch, you name it, with requests from their clients to get them in that, whether it's a good investment. They're saying that we can't put you in that thing. We have restrictions on getting you into the Bitcoin ETF. If you want to invest in Bitcoin, well, at Morgan Stanley in particular, you have to have $2 million in assets, so you have to be high net worth. And on top of that, they have some Bitcoin funds on their platform, not the futures contract. So I think, we were talking to Mike Novogratz, the big crypto investor, Brad Garlinghouse of Ripple XRP. They were also dubious about this thing being a breakthrough retail investment because it's risky. And when you invest in futures, it's like another level of explaining. And here you have where a brokerage firm, Morgan Stanley in particular, is not allowing the sale of this thing through their brokerage channel. So you know, I think Novogratz and Brad had it right in the sense that this is for crypto and Bitcoin, particularly crypto. This is sort of a moment, right? It shows that we are moving towards mainstream acceptance. But the fact that it's a futures contract, making it a little more complicated, the fact that, you know, some other aspects to it is going to hinder its broad retail appeal. And I think we should just put that in consideration, even as Bitcoin keeps going up every day and people think it's, you know, this is a big step towards Bitcoin selling at 100K. Anyway, Liz, I hope you read the report, the Gary Gensler's report. I hope you don't fall asleep while you're reading it, because
I found it fascinating.
It is the most turgid.
No, it is not.
Well, you know, you find that. You find, you know, I don't want to say it. What else do you find fascinating?
Hey, I find it really important that Gary Gensler is out to protect investors. I think that's great, but I pointed out some flaws here.
He's not protecting anybody. By the way, here's the irony: the apes think that he's protecting them.
No, they don't.
He shut down all their conspiracy theories.
You got it all wrong.
They do. They think he's going to end payment for order flow. He's going to bring down Kenny G. He's not doing anything. That report was basically said the markets are working fine, and there's no conspiracy theories. There's no naked short selling. Yeah. There's no dark pool manipulation. It's all in there.
The apes have muscle. Period, Charlie. Okay, cut him off quickly before he starts. $83 oil, inflation, the supply chain crisis, labor shortages. That really could be a deadly combination for a company like...
Hey, what up, everybody? Lottery Stocks here. I know you've seen that intro. That was pretty dope. But now let's get into the AMC stock price prediction. So as you guys know, yesterday, the float traded in the dark pool percent was actually more than 3/4 of the volume traded in the entire day. And it just so happens that over here on Stocko Tracker, you have these non-applicables, okay? Now, we've had these in the past, and it gets very weird as to why this happens. And we know, obviously, there's corruption in dark pools, and things happen behind the scenes that should not happen. So that is just the first thing I wanted to get out of the way that annoys the crap out of me. And the next thing we are going to go over is AMC and the technicals. But real quick, you have Citadel suing the SEC. And this is bullish, and the only reason I say that is because it could trigger Gary Gensler to actually grab Citadel by the nutsack and legitimately yank it off, maybe eating the nuts. But guys, that is why I think that is bullish, okay? That definitely was a joke, but you guys get where I'm coming from. Okay, cryptocurrency today exploded. Bitcoin hit all new time high, 67,000. Ethereum ran crazy, okay? Overall, great day for crypto in general. I'm a big fan of crypto. Congratulations if you are holding it. As for the watch/squeeze play prog, I do think this is a beautiful setup. I think we're just in the same exact trend we've been in, okay? It runs up, cools off sideways for a bit, runs up, cools off sideways, and it makes a new high every time. Okay, so I do think it is going to trade sideways for about 2 more days and then have a run up just based on what we've seen in the past, okay? If this does not happen, you could see a break under 260 and a gap fill back down to 220. That is just the logistics of it. And as for the overall market, doing very beautiful, okay? Something very, very important to check out is the Tesla earnings coming out. Probably when this video's up, it's going to come out right after, okay? So either Tesla is going to spike or dip because of the reactions to the earnings, and that is my point. I'm not going to play it because it is a 50-50, and it's just overall sketchy to play. If you want to play this, by all means, play it. It could fly, could dump, whatever you guys want to do. So keep that in mind. Now, for AMC and GameStop, guys, I had something kind of, similar in the same setup. Personally, I do think we're going to see a major dump off within the next few days in GameStop and AMC. And I know you guys don't like that. But Thursday and Friday, I do expect AMC and GameStop to not actually perform well. And the only reason I'm saying that is because we're expecting this huge run up very, very soon. I expect this to dip very low GameStop probably into the 170s. I don't think it is going to dip into the 160s, but I could be wrong, right? A very big dip before that next big run-up, okay, guys? And same with AMC, right? We formed this head and shoulders pattern, and I think we're going to get pushed to the downside right to that $38 level, and we could oversell. But, guys, I'm mostly looking at that $38 level because of this little gap fill right here. And then we have that break off, okay? Everybody is looking for that major run-up, and I do still think it is in play, okay? Some shares were borrowed again. As you guys know, the short interest risen today by about 0.73%. Short interest sitting somewhere in the 16% range, 16, 17%. Estimated short interest, remember what was reported to us in January on GameStop was very, very wrong, like completely wrong. So this could be complete BS too. All I know is I'm holding the stock, I'm buying more stock, and ape strong. Let's get this money. That is pretty much all I got for you guys. If you could, right, I don't want to ask a lot, but if you could smash the like button, it does get the algorithm going and get this video out to more apes. Join the free Discord in the description where we talk stocks and hang out. And that's pretty much it, guys. Consider subscribing, joining the fam. I love you all, and see you tomorrow.